Hello, hello, and welcome to the 50 lap Grand Prix video. I went karting recently at High Wycombe for 50 lap Grand Prix, and it could have gone bloody amazingly for me, but it ended up being quite dreadful, and it ended up to just come. It was a comeback drive in the end, and I made it work the best I could. But anyway, let's just get into the footage, and I'll analyse a couple of little moments here. Okay, now just for a little bit of context, this man in the bright yellow helmet is my dearest papa. He is my father. So I may talk shit on him a little bit every time where he fucks up, but don't worry, I'm not talking shit as a random person. But anyway, he didn't make it long into the race until he made a big fuck up in the formation lap. We were out doing our little practice laps, and he done this. Now, that is the most large troll thing I've ever seen. Now, he isn't even that bad at karting because he's actually won a race. So, he's actually won a race against people. I've never done that. I've never even stepped on the podium. So, he's already done more than me. But this is just a little set off on what happened throughout this. It's kind of just a little notifier of what went on going forward. Okay, now pause. But before the lights actually go out, we're currently lined up at the grid. I just want to state I wasn't actually meant to start in P2, but they randomised the grid and didn't actually line us up where they randomised it, so it kind of got a little bit messed up from the start. But that wasn't too bad because in the end it kind of balanced itself out anyway. But they didn't actually do like a countdown. Usually they do like, oh yeah, we're going to go in a second, and the right light is red, and then when it goes green, you go this. They were just in the middle of a sentence, and the light just went green. So it caught pretty much everyone off guard. But the thing is, because I wasn't ready, I was in the middle of literally sorting out my camera. So I really wasn't ready. So you really just see it, me panicking as it starts and people just bombing past me. I actually panicked so much that I had my camera that I didn't even put it back properly. So the first couple laps here actually end up being really off because I'm not actually, the camera's just pointing near enough at the ceiling, and it's a shame because a lot happened. So I'm running this mainly as just like a normal commentary, like kind of like, and I got a big thump from the inside there. So mainly like a normal commentary video, I'm gonna be honest, not too much more specific commentary. We're just generally running through lap as it kind of comes. So here, coming out the ramp, this is just literally max power. It takes a lot of power of the car, and you drop so much speed there. And it can be good overtaking opportunity coming after that ramp, actually coming into the tight 90-degree right-hander. It can be good overtaking opportunity. Turn 1 isn't that great of a overtaking opportunity, but turn 2 you can make the person on the racing line go too deep into it to get an overtake there. You can't really get an overtake into turn 3 through turn 4 and 5. These aren't really that easy. They are more just you gain time in them over anything. Through there you can get a lot, but it is a little bit hard. It is a very skilled corner to get an overtake through. This one, again, you can get an overtake through there, but it's unlike this one. Generally, it is more you don't directly overtake it through the corner, but you get a better exit and go past someone straight. And then into the next corner, I just got my ankles broken by these two people. Running through another lap here, lap 3. I don't actually know what happens throughout this lap. Okay, I've just been absolutely done in turn 2. Someone dive bomb to sideswipe me. That could have been a whole lot worse. Gonna be honest. Got out of that quite lucky too. Turns 4 and 5. Down through turn 6, I usually use my overtake button through here to get the extra bit of power. Somebody is up on my inside, but I'm not overly battling as I'm just trying to keep it cool. But if I recall, someone they hit me from behind, clipped my rear, spin me completely round. I'm in the middle of the track, wave my arms, and it drops me down to last, brings out the red flags for lap 3 of the 50 lap Grand Prix. I had to come and get the marshal to come and rescue me. Look at that glorious man coming to rescue me now. So I get going again, but I'm so far back. It's a long time until I see anyone again. So it is just hot lap after hot lap. Yeah, okay, you can see me through. You can hear me. Absolutely livid there. Not very happy with that performance from the other driver. I'm not actually sure who did that one to me. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't think they ever came up afterwards and said, oh yeah, like, sorry mate. Which I know there's another incident in this race where someone came up to me afterwards. And they said, oh yeah, like, so sorry, like, things happen, all that. But that one, I don't think they did it at all. Got a big snap of oversteer there. So I got back on the power nice and early to glide through those corners. Coming up the ramp now, again, very. This is it's a very tight track. It's hugging close to the apex is through there. Definitely could be quicker. Clipped the wall a little bit, nothing too bad. Running through turn 1, taking a wide line to get a perfect line through turn 2, absolutely whipped it round. I think that might be one of the best I took it all session. Turn 3 is either you can do it a heavy braking zone, or if you get it absolutely perfectly, you can more glide through it by just all steering inputs and just lift it off with throttle control. It is very difficult. Through the underground section, like I said, I usually use my boost through here, coming up to the tight hairpin, but before going up the ramp, that one is very easy to lose rear traction. Mainly, you can lose your rear half through the turn in, all of a sudden you can just spin. It takes a lot of counter steering through here, through the penultimate corner, final corner, round through. I did not beat my best lap there, coming into lap 6 through turn 1 and 2. Again, obviously flying through turn 2 completely flat out. It's a very difficult one to take out. This one I am using as a heavy braking zone right now, sort of where you lock more the front brakes on the car and whip the wheel, and it rotates the rear into the corner while maintaining some grip, but the grip levels definitely do drop an awful lot. So it is, if you're able to not do that, if you're able to turn the corner without having to use the brakes, it is almost every single time it's much quicker. But you've just seen everyone pass me on the other side of the track to show just how far back I am. So this is really going to be a comeback drive. But coming through that lap, I improved by a good couple tenths, so that is very good there. Through lap 7, I don't recall this being anything crazy. I'm pretty sure. Again, through turn 3, coming down into turn 4, 5, and 6. Turn 4 and 5, which comes in a section. I lose the rear, awful lot there, but I make it back. Coming through turn 6, get back on the power. It's okay. Through turn 7 and 8, coming up, about to go through turn 10. That hairpin again, up the ramp. Turn 11, then turn 12 and 13. Double apex right hander. That one is very difficult, and through the flowing corners of 14 and 15. Back through into turn 1 again. These are all just hot laps over and over, and because right now, until people start boxing for a new car, because I do not know if I mentioned that, but TeamSport have introduced some of their 50 lap Grand Prix. I don't know if it's at every location, but at least at wycome. During a 50 lap Grand Prix, you do now have to box in between lap like 20 and 30, or something like that. You have to box for a new car, because in an old 50 lap Grand Prix where I was meant to upload this video, but all the footage is completely corrupted, you have to. The cars usually actually start to lose power, so some people have to box, but not everyone's cars lose power, so it can become very unfair. Okay, I let through someone lapping me because they were already flying off from me through that one, but then I just had to let them through because you don't battle if you're a battle marker here. So this is a long ass fucking drive that it's going to take, because already lap 9 I'm getting lapped because I got done in that hard through the start. And also the pace here, I think my fastest lap was about 1 point, literally I think it was dead on a second slower than this guy. So I had a pretty fast time, but nothing compared to him. Coming through up the ramp, again pretty standard, hard to maintain some grip through there, like full grip. Through here you want to sort of drift the car, but only a little bit, and then there you want to keep it tight, just stick to the ground there, but I did not. I let that car go through turn 1. Coming into turn 2, I took a bit of a wider line to follow up, just slipping behind him. Yep, I'm still completely vexed about that. But the last lap, I went faster by 4 tenths than my best lap, so it is still doing okay. Get back on the power. We're using the boost button to flow through this underground section. About to come back up the hill again. Like I said, this corner could be very difficult to get the turn in right and maintain tyre grip throughout. Cut the ramp. I had a problem there. Okay, you can actually hear it. I clipped the inside wall on the left hand side quite a bit. Through this corner, it's hard to hit the apex tight. Went a little bit wider, out to counter steer, which sets me up badly for that lap. So yeah, I'm really struggling with the grip through here. It was bloody lovely, mate, that turn 2. Mate, I was so chuffed with that. I think because it just sometimes with certain corners, you can just feel that the kart doesn't bottom out at all. You just feel that it just sticks to the ground all the way through. And when that happens, you just know the lap is going to be an absolute belter. So far, this is a very well put together lap. I don't think there's only turn 2 was particularly good. The rest of it is just kind of nicely flowing. Here, I hit that apex quite close, take a little bit of a wider line to exit through, to go another 2 attempts quicker than my fastest lap. I'm just slow but surely cutting down the lap time. Now on lap 12, go through down underneath turn 2, through the flowing section of turn 4 and 5, the hairpin turn 6. Got a lot of counter steer on the exit at turn 5. Well, a lot of loss of grip, so I had to counter steer to maintain it. Turn 7 into turn 8, turn 8, 9 and 10, I do not know if they're the same. That's 2 corners, because it's a bit of a weird one. Because these aren't actually labelled as corners, I'm just going through the lap and setting them. Going through the final section of the lap, that's what I consider to be sector 3. I'll tell you what I consider as sectors. I'm going through sector 1 currently, turn 2, down into turn 3. So we're still in sector 1. And then I would consider this to now enter sector 2, either here or just after turn 6 hairpin, to be the start of sector 2. Flow all through here. This is still in sector 2, flowing through nice and fast. And then we've just hit sector 3 to come up the hill. Come through this double right-hander, through the S's, but it'll bring this lap to an end. And I do not go faster than my overall time. But we come through for another lap, lap 14. I don't understand what I was saying there. We're coming up on someone. So they lapped me, pulled away a little bit, and then I've ended up catching up again. Which is, honestly, I would consider that to be pretty good. Right, I nearly died there, and it let another 2 people through, which is very unfortunate. I am actually going to get this up. I will not be shown on screen, but I'll get up and find the actual positional record at this point in the race of where I was on lap 14. Okay, cut to lap 15, and I end up going 100 faster. So
that was fucking wrecking for us. I got turn 2 good, and that was perfectly like that's a good lap yet.
Right then, I sound a little bit vexed. If I go Ledgeman. So I dropped down to last, and actually, so coming through, some of these people ahead are genuinely people that I am catching, which is very good. So throughout the next couple of laps, I should start making some positions back up and slowly climb the field a little bit more. But the problem is I'm not significantly faster than anyone.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, mate.
Right, why the fuck am I having to slow down? I'm the back marker.
Yeah, I was getting so annoyed where I was the back marker, but then I was having to slow down for them, which you shouldn't really be doing. Like, you don't expect to have like Nico Hulkenberg in his Sauber slowing down after Max Verstappen laps him, like, because he's struggling there. That guy absolutely bombs it past me, but game's a game, I guess. And he completely bins it in the third to last corner. Completely sticks it in the bin. But you know what? They're all not winners. And the yellows are out, so we have to lift off ever so slightly. But he managed to get back on the track nice and quickly. Coming through, down into turn 3, I would start taking his flat out at this point. Well, more throttle control, not quite. Sometimes flat out, sometimes just more throttle control. Nice, kept the wheel nice and grippy there. Nice and controlled coming through this underground section, following up nicely behind, getting that slipstream down the straights and up the hill. It's going to help me just get a little bit stuck, get a little bit more speed than him to try and help me catch up here. Coming through, I seem to just find a little bit more traction coming through those corners. Coming through with a final corner. Oh, okay, I struggled there. Someone came up on my inside. If they didn't come up on my inside, I reckon I could have made a move to turn 1 with the overtake button. But it just did not work out for me. Coming down into turn 3, and I make a move with him, and I've gained a position, so now I'm no longer running in last, and I've built my way up back into 10th place. which is very beneficial for me. So it's the start. It's the very start of me building my way slightly up, and I don't end up. Just want to make it clear, I don't end up winning this race or anything. But I still end up quite badly. But I built up a lot from where I am, and I'm very happy with the end result in total, considering what happened. Coming through the S's, following up in front of that person that's lapped me, and I decided to just fix the camera, because why not? Which is actually good, because I've got a little bit better angle, so I can see my steering input slightly more. Yeah, so that is very counter-steery there. I struggled to maintain grip. But you know what? Over it. Oh, that's a lot of counter-steer there. I nearly died, you know. I nearly perished. Right, okay, now the camera's a little bit low. Right, the camera's getting progressively lower.
This bitch is bumpy.
So it being so incredibly bumpy made it stare at my crotch, and I just want to say it does this for the next however many laps, but I should be back, and I'll cut to the bit where it's no longer staring at my crotch. Okay, so I did it for 7 laps, so that's not terrible until I noticed, and I sort of picked it back up. And when I originally picked it back up, I thought it had only happened for like 2 laps max. So when you look back at it there now, I realised just how long it was actually there. But now we're in lap 27. I've got a new fastest time, I believe. Yeah, a new fastest time. It's faster than my last time by 6 attempts. It's a bit unfortunate we missed that one out, because it would have been a good one to watch. Right, fixing the camera. Have I not learnt my mistake from fixing it up from trying to fix it last time? Clearly not, because I'm still doing it. Also, so whereas we are in lap 28, at this point I've built my way up to P9, and you're just going to have to believe me, because I'm not shown the overtakes because it's staring at my crotch the entire time. So you're just going to have to believe that I did it. But I don't know why I would lie about a P9, it's a pretty shit position, but the camera's still looking a little bit low now. You can fully see even my throttle inputs. You can see my foot just hovering above the brake, all the way down on the throttle, flat out again through here, and I just lifted off ever so slightly there. And I believe that is a black flag, but I'm not actually too sure. Yeah, that is a black flag from me, and that is because I had been called in for a pit stop. I was one of the last ones to do a box. And I tried to get this pit as quick as possible. But the thing is, I actually got an undercut here. There was someone actually. So basically, during where it was staring at my crotch, I overtook 2 people, but then one of them boxed, so they fell back a bit. And then. No, yeah, I overtook one person, and then so I boxed.
Oh my god, that one must.
And then they boxed, so I was going to overtake them. My whole thing of words just went, and I came out in front of them, so I got an overtake there basically. Which was I thought was pretty cool. And I let that guy through. He's already lapped me like twice, so I'm not too worried about that. And I let this guy through. And I'm pretty sure I actually, at the time, I thought I fucked up because I wasn't sure who was like back mile. Because usually, like let's say if you're playing F1 or some sort of a sim or something, you get like you get told that you're back marker to this person. Here, you just have to fucking guess. Technically, you don't have to move out of the way. There's no actual rules. They don't say, oh yeah, like if you're a back marker, move out of the way. It's just kind of common grade courtesy to do it. So that's why I do it. Right, and I'm just gonna let my sing in the background. Don't know what the fuck I'm chatting, but you know. So battling and singing, the best combination. Pulling up very closely, just kind of slipping behind him. Some of these people I probably could battle a lot more. But you know, it's one of those things where like I am just about marking some of these guys, so it's like, why would I? Going round, I don't actually know if I go faster than this. You know what, I can't even... Okay, I do go faster. I've just checked out my records. I do manage to go faster than this at some point, but I'm not going to say when. You're just going to have to wait and see. Coming round through the underground section, going back up on that hairpin, went a little bit wide. Yeah, that was to let someone through, which is okay. The camera in the side of the head, they're on board and all. I would shout them out if I knew who the fuck they were. Following that, tightly behind. Not that much space, so I have to account for that. Coming through, they managed to just find so much more grip coming out that final corner. Through to turn 2. I got a little step of oversteer, but it's okay, it wasn't too bad. Barely even turned the wheel there, just nicely glided through turn 4 and 5. Thought I was going to die there, going through turn 6, barely even turned the wheel. Again, as you saw me pressing my overtake mode, well, my push to pass. And I'm just singing a lovely bit of Taylor Swift. I don't like Taylor Swift, don't know why the fuck I was singing it. Alright, okay, I'll just make my fucking self laugh because I don't know, I'm a fucking idiot. Bro, I was just having fun at this point, I would have missed. Because I've kind of locked my position. Well, there's not too much going on anymore. So I'm just fully just enjoying myself. Like, because I'm not really able to go for many overtakes. I'm not really defending much. So I'm just singing, bruv. Because what else do you actually expect me to do? Absolutely flying around this track right now. I was a very smooth operator. Rounding through. I've noticed I've been taking a very wide line through turn 1. I could definitely change it up, gain back probably even a fucking 10th. It's a very wide corner. I could try and focus on a bit more grip in the penultimate corner and through turn 3. Turn 3 is a very difficult corner though. Through turn 6, that is one that I struggle with consistency. I can take it nicely, but not very consistently. So, honestly, probably turn 1, turn 3, and turn 6. And the penultimate corner, which I believe is like turn 14 or 13. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how many turns are here. Because it's kind of like up for opinion. It can be on like, is this 2 turns, is this 1 turn sort of thing. So I was just fucking claw at the wall. I don't know if that's because he hit me or if it was a driver error, but I let him through there. So come on, I've got a little bit of oversteer. It's not the end of the world. Pulling it up closer. Oh, I'm holding the wheel proper now. But you can't really hold the wheel how you would hold an F1 wheel. With your thumbs kind of like loop through the middle sort of thing. Because also if you crash, it will just fucking break your thumb. But mainly it is the issue of where there's no power steering, you really have to like pull the wheel down. It's heavy steering. Especially when you're moving slow, you just can't turn the wheel. I mean, I can because I am a wham man, but it is difficult. Coming through underground section, following very tightly. He's not capping me as much. There you go. I got a little bit of. I struggled to find traction. Got probably a little bit of boost in there, but nothing too major. Coming round through this mini hairpin, got a little bit of spin in there, spinning the wheels. Coming up. Absolutely flying through there. Coming up the hill, that was a big thump. Probably got a tiny bit of airtime nearly rear-ended him because I just took it just that fast because I am just so good. Again, definitely could take a tighter line to the apex. Turn 1, turn 2. It was nearly perfect, so nearly perfect, but if the cart bottomed out at the last second. Again, absolutely flying through. Don't know what to tell you. I sounded so offended that I binned it turn 4. I don't know why. No, turn 5. And I've got up here, and that is a big crash.
At least I got a good video. At least you got a good video.
So basically, whilst the marshal sorts us out, I just want to explain sort of what happened. So I was coming up. I turned into the apex, and he sort of clipped my rear, but it wasn't like an instant spin. He sort of just locked onto my car, and he didn't want to back out. So what he did is he sort of clipped my rear, and I just progressively spun more and more until he completely T-boned me. Basically, he completely spun me out. I was sideways on the track. Then the black helmet guy came through, and he was going for the overtake on the guy in the orange suit. So then he completely T-boned me, and that is what put me sideways in that dodgy angle. And I'm honest, that actually done in my back so badly that I actually couldn't sit back properly in my chair for like a week, and I had like a purple lap. And if you actually go watch May Mystery Month round 4, it was the evening of this, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned in that I couldn't even sit in my racing sim properly. I was sat in my racing sim at an awkward angle because I couldn't let my fucking spine, because I had a fucking bruised spine. I was in so much pain.
I've just been getting fucked over a lap after fucking lap.
I was indeed getting fucked over lap after fucking lap. I don't know why I changed the camera angle. It was a good camera angle. Back to the Taylor Swift, I guess. Lap 389 though, I was so pissed that I was just literally, I was pushing it, even used overtake mode twice in this lap. Absolutely flying through these final corners, through sector 3, with the penultimate corner, and through the final corner. I found so much traction through there that I actually set the fastest lap that I've ever set around this track, and it's 2 seconds faster than the previous one, which is, it's nowhere near the track record, but I'm very happy with that. But then I instantly fucked it with a lot of counter steer. I had to counter steer there a lot off turn 3, clip the inside off turn 5 whilst doing battling. Went a little bit wide there, but then in the end I just let him through. You don't want to overly battle with where you're a battle marker that much. Good bit of quality, like racing though. Overall it's been okay. Definitely could have gone a whole lot fucking better.
I thought that was a fucking down, it wasn't a fucking boat, it was oh, I'm surprised I haven't seen them. What is it on the door? Literally nowhere.
We're absolutely
It must have been up
flying through. This car can feel fast at times, but other times it feels so slow.
Or he's fucking dead. I was not looking at a fucking track. Man, he deviated off the fucking line, so fucking much. Right.
Absolutely flying through here though. Oh, okay, I actually lost the car there, very nearly hit the wall, managed to save it.
Oh, fuck, I knew that already.
And we're coming down. I don't even know what part of the track this is, I'm going to be honest. Oh, that was turn 3, then we're going to turn 4, turn 5, coming up to turn 6. Let's see how well do I take it, because I struggle a lot. Oh, fucking hell, I had to readjust the car the whole way through because I nearly binned it straight into the wall. Using my push to pass through here. About to come up the hill section. Push to pass is still active. Probably a bit too much power in the rears for this section, but you know, it's okay. And it would have gone away by now, but I'm actually flying through this. So, flying through the final corner. Again, that is not going faster, but overall I think I'm lapping consistent low 41s, even my worst laps. Though my slower laps are still low 41s, which I would say is pretty solid overall. Alright, again, let's see how I take this turn 6. Do I take it better than last lap? Took it a lot better than last lap, still not perfect. But overall, I would say it was one of my better ones. So that is okay. Coming through flat out, you can see my throttle inputs completely flat out through here. I might have lifted off a little bit. Probably would have lifted off there as I had to counter steer to save it. Is that because there's someone on my inside? No, it looked like maybe there might be some. Okay, I'm definitely watching out. There's definitely someone coming up on me because I'm checking so much. I can't personally see it on the camera, but okay, it looks like I'm focusing too much on the guy behind me and not enough on the road because I'm nearly crashing an awful lot. I don't know if I clicked that. Yeah, there we go. There they are. There's someone there. You saw their front bumper show up for us a bit second. And when will they make a move? I do not know how heavily I'll defend this, because I actually, again, I'm not sure who's a backmarker and who I'm backmarker to and who I'm not to. So I'm just absolutely sending it pretty much at all times now. But I with a white helmet, yeah. So that they had already lapped me previously, so I don't need to battle them overly. I think I might have done a little bit just for a bit of fucking fun, because there's no one else around, so I wasn't too heavily impeding them. But I'm not actually sure. Took a very tight apex there to put on the push to pass through turn 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10 through here. Up turn 11. Absolutely flying through, very tight apex there. Turn 12, up through, mate, you could say there's so many corners here, 13, 14, and then even up to 16, a lot of counter steer that needed to resettle the car. So this is the problem with my Crawley video, which should go watch that, my worst kart experience. It was because it was a whole thing of people that are inexperienced on an ungrippy track, so when they would have a situation like that, a little slide, they wouldn't know even the basic things, because they weren't racing fans at all, so they didn't even know about counter steering. So if they fucked it, they would sometimes even just keep the wheel straight and just bin into a wall, which impeded us a lot, which it happens, like, it's fine. This is a rental car, it's meant for everyone, so I can't be too annoyed to burst it. Absolutely flying through, only got a few more laps to go, and I obviously don't do all the 50 laps, because where I got lapped, so, don't actually know how many laps I do though, because I'm entering through lap 47 now, a best lap of a 40.721, which I'd say pretty solid around here. And considering it's in a race and not in a quality session, even better. Going through turn 6 there, putting the push to pass height most laps. Well, funny that actually, so push to pass in the bottom sector seems to be the best for the overall race pace, but in quality pace seems to be better to use it on entry of lap through turn 1 and 2, and then use it again coming up the hill. So that seems like the most beneficial place to use it overall. We're coming into the final lap now. It seems like there we go. There's a checkered flag, so I'm slowing down, bringing it back to the pit lane. But I'll probably make an individual video analysing my fastest lap. If I actually have footage of it. I don't even know if I've... Oh no, I do have footage of it because it was after the big crash. So I will make a separate video analysing the big crash properly, and a separate video analysing the fastest lap. If you would like to see them, then make sure you let me know in the comments below. Coming into pit lane, I was definitely should have been a whole lot better here. My father actually ended up retiring quite early on, I think like lap 12 or 13, from exhaustion, and so did like 3 other people. Theirs was a lot of retirements here. But anyway, if you like this video, like and subscribe. But if you want to see any more karting videos or any other racing related videos, make sure you tell me. And